All right, guys, bucket workout today. Here we go. Warm up first. Single leg glute bridges, one leg on the bucket. Make sure you're engaging your core first and then driving through your heel, engaging your glutes to lift your hips as high as you can. Next, we're going to do a plank on the bucket. We're going to drive those knees forward into our chest like a mountain climber, making sure our shoulders are down and back. We have a nice long spine. Overhead squats. You want to really make sure that that bucket stays over your head the whole time. You're driving your knees outward so they're over your second toe, and we're not locking our knees at the top. Here's our lunge with one leg up on the bucket or a split squat. And make sure your weight is evenly distributed between both legs as you do this, and that front knee isn't going to be moving too far forward. We're going to try some Turkish Get Ups, and I love this exercise as a warm-up. It really incorporates the whole body. You've got your lower body transitioning up and down from the ground, your core. Right now, because we're still warming up, I've got no bricks in the bucket, but because I am still holding the bucket, it does allow me to activate those upper body muscles, the erector spinae, and the shoulder muscles as well. All right, time for bricks. So moving into our strength portion, you can add as many or as few bricks as you need to. You can also adjust the bricks throughout your workout, adding or subtracting as you need. The first exercise we're going to do is what would be your bench press at the gym. We're going to be pressing it from our chest and up. It is going to be more of a narrow grip. However, if you have the lid to the bucket, you can always turn it on its side and press it that way for a wider grip. Now we're going to do some squats. So this would be your front squat, okay? So the weight is loaded in front of you, getting your hips nice and low, focusing on trying to rip a newspaper between your feet to activate those glutes and driving through the heels to come up. Turning now to a bent over row. So it's again going to be a narrower grip. You could always turn it on its side to get a wider grip. You want to make sure you're pinching your shoulder blades together here and using your core to support your lower spine. Here's our front squat to an overhead press. So you want to make sure you're driving through those heels, using the glutes to come up, and really engaging your core, bracing your core to support your lower spine so you don't lean back as you press overhead. A variation of a deadlift here. So I'm standing on something so that I can get nice and low because the bucket is tall and I am very short. If you can get a good form just standing on the ground, that's great too. But I always recommend this deficit position because I really like how you can get a little bit lower. Making sure that we're really pinching between our shoulder blades so that the weight isn't bringing our shoulders forward into a hunched position. And then again, bracing through the core to make sure you're supporting that lower back. So you should feel it in your glutes and your hamstrings and nothing in your lower back. Now we're moving to our upright row. I love this exercise for your deltoids, traps, rhomboids. You want to make sure you're bracing through the core. Again, not leaning back as you pull it up to your chest. Okay, now for a bicep curl. You can see how the bricks are moving around a little bit for me in there. You're going to always put a blanket or a sweatshirt or something in there to help the bricks from moving around so you can get a more consistent pull. Here we're doing some weighted lunges. So you're going to be holding the weight in one hand or on one side and alternating your legs. This way you're having to stabilize with both sides of your body as you switch your feet. Making sure that we're strong through the core, stable through the spine. Shoulders, we're doing a front shoulder raise. And we're holding it again underneath the bucket, making sure not to lean back. You can take out some bricks if you need to. All right, now we have a woodchop or a twist. So the weight is going to start down by one leg and you're twisting it up using your core and your shoulders. Making sure that you're not leaning back in the lower back at all. All right, guys, great job. Let us know how it went.